Today, I have a WhatsApp group for the NACDeC-IX so that they can share with their team members. Okay. Yeah.
So he's taking care?
No.
Yeah, so good evening and welcome. I hope my screen is visible and I am also visible
Yes, sir.
and
Screen visible and
audible.
you are audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Pranav, for confirming.
All right.
So we start our first webinar for NACDeC-IX, which is just going to give you a brief overview of the competition. As you are aware, this year the problem is related to tactical hunting and reconnaissance unmanned aerial vehicle, abbreviated as THAR UAV. So we'll talk about NACDeC very briefly because some teams are new, they may not know about the previous NACDeCs. Then we will talk about proposed schedule, some rules, and what is there as an incentive to the participants. Then some resources available to you. And finally, we will open up for any queries that you may have. And that is going to be the main part of today's webinar. So NACDeC is to encourage and nurture aerospace conceptual design activities among students. That is our main aim. And we facilitate this by interaction with industry experts. This we do through monthly webinars like this. And webinars are conducted based on the topics that we feel are important, and also we go by the recommendations and suggestions from the participants. So use the dedicated WhatsApp group and the email account that you have to convey to us what you are looking for, and we will try to help you out. The group can also be used for official communication from our side and for any query that anybody has. We are going to strictly prohibit any direct messages to me or my team members, whether through WhatsApp or whether through our emails. You have to only use the NACDeC-IX participant WhatsApp group and the NACDeC-IX email account. Aim of NACDeC is to give you a first-hand feel of how we go from concept to design of an aerospace system. While you are in college, we would like you to experience this whole cycle so that if and when you are ready to enter the industry finds you already equipped with generally what they are looking for. So that's our bottom line. If by participating in NACDeC, you become industry ready, then our mission is accomplished. Now, the topic for NACDeCs are varied. We began this in 2017-18. The first problem was to do with a multi-role amphibian aircraft. Then the next one was a high altitude UAV for aerial mapping. After that, a high altitude platform for communications. Then we looked at the intercity electrical VTOL air taxi aircraft, which has now become a very hot topic. From the fifth NACDeC onwards, which was on water scooping amphibian aircraft, after this, the industry has kind of woken up to NACDeC and started giving us specific problems. The first of these problems was for an autonomous air ambulance aircraft codenamed Upchar Vahak, which was given to us by Art Park, a Section 8 company out of IISc Bangalore. Then the problem was given to us by ISRO for a Mars UAV. Last year, we got a problem from ADE, a lab of DRDO, on a supersonic unmanned combat aerial vehicle, or SUCAV. And this year, I'm happy to inform that the problem has come from Larsen and Toubro. Okay, so this is the 9th edition of the competition, and we are very happy that you have all registered and geared up to take part in the competition. The schedule for NACDeC as we envisaged, and this is tentative because this is subject to change based on your feedback and suggestions. The program was released somewhere in the beginning of October, and initial registration was 31st October, which we extended to 10th of November. Now, from the time you register till about end of this year, and maybe a little bit later, we expect you to acquire conceptual design skills by looking at various resources online as well as through textbooks, and we will talk about that. In fact, we will conduct a separate special webinar on this particular topic, maybe after about 15 days time. In mid-January, we are going to check your competency in doing conceptual design by an online test called as the Design Competency Examination, or DCE. We will talk about this also. Somewhere in mid-January, we plan to conduct this particular test. So you have time from now till almost mid-January to brush up your conceptual design knowledge and skills. And then we will take some time to evaluate you, and finally we will shortlist the teams for the first stage. So teams which do not demonstrate enough competency in the examinations will be discontinued from the future editions of this particular future stages of this particular competition. Once you are shortlisted for stage 1, you will get 8 weeks, 2 months to do a set of tasks which will comprise the initial design report. You will submit this report. This report will be evaluated over a couple of weeks, and then we will shortlist some teams for stage 2. After you are shortlisted, you are going to spend another 8 weeks in creating the final design report. And once your final design report is submitted, we will acknowledge your efforts, and all the teams that submit a good quality final design report. By good quality, I mean something that shows serious attempt to solve the problem. We will give you a certificate of participation. Right? And then we will evaluate the final design report and shortlist 5 finalist teams in stage 3. And this takes time because sometimes we have to conduct a short viva, or we ask for a modified report to be submitted based on the feedback. So by mid-July, we will shortlist the teams, and then you have another 1 month. By mid-August, we are going to conduct the final round. Usually we do it in Bengaluru. NAL, National Aerospace Laboratories, generally is our host in Bangalore. They provide accommodation and transport to go to the venue. Okay, so this is the tentative schedule that we have worked out. Now, as I mentioned, there are some possibilities of tweaking this schedule a little bit up and down, not too much, but keeping in mind the genuine constraints for most of the teams that take part. And we will open that in the discussion. Moving ahead with the rules, the team members can be from any branch of engineering, whether undergraduate or postgraduate, even mixed teams are permitted, but from the same institute only. And to make it fair, we are limiting one team per institution. That has been a consistent rule that we have followed right from NACDeC-I. We are charging a registration fee of rupees 5,000 per team of 5 members. This is to ensure that you remain invested in the activities, because when you pay a small amount of money, you still feel that you are committed and you don't discontinue. Otherwise, there have been instances in the past when, because of the lack of interest of a few members, the whole team has suffered. Now, don't worry, we don't want your money. We are not looking at it as a money earning exercise. We are going to give back this amount to you in some way if you submit a good final design report. And then we will be conducting the final round only for student related events. Earlier, we used to have another seminar along with that, but this time onwards, the NACDeC final will be purely for NACDeC activities. Now we come to the most important slide for the students. That is, what is the incentive for you to participate in this competition? The existing incentives which have been going on for the last few years are as follows. The total prize money of NACDeC is 4 lakh rupees. And this is distributed among the top 3 or the top 5 teams who are in the final round. This year, the team that came first got a prize money of 1.5 lakhs. There were 2 teams with joint second position. They got 1 lakh rupees each. And the other 2 teams, they were given a consolation prize. Okay. So the total money purse available for NACDeC is 4 lakh rupees. All the teams that submit reasonably sound FDRs are going to be given a certificate of merit or participation. And here is where the interesting thing starts. So if you are among the top 5 teams, you will be invited to Bengaluru. We will take care of your travel expenses to a reasonable amount. We normally go for second class train fare. If you are out of Bengaluru, you will be also given accommodation in Bangalore. But this year onwards, based on a discussion amongst the organizing committee members and also with some teams, we are proposing some new incentives for the 5 teams that reach the final. That means for those 25 students and the 5 faculty mentors. So we are going to visit an aerospace establishment after the final round. Generally, the competition is held on a Saturday. So we are hoping that on the following day, that is on Sunday, we would be together going to visit some aerospace establishment in or near Bengaluru. Then we will offer a 3-month online immersive program to all the 25 students in the 5 final teams. Here you can work further on the problem to convert it into a paper, or you can work on some other interesting topic. So this program is online and it is conducted under the supervision of an expert. And also, we are reaching out to many UAV companies to provide internships to our finalists. So some have agreed to go for some pre-placement interviews. This is something which is work in progress. We are trying to reach out to the companies. So hopefully, if you do a reasonable job and a good job in NACDeC, you might end up as an intern, or even you might end up in a company who might like to use your skills, because there are many upcoming companies and they say that we don't get people who are exposed to the design cycle of a unmanned aerial vehicle. Right. Problem statement, you are all aware, inspired by Operation Sindoor, and it's there in the website. So I'm sure all of you have gone through in more details. We will open up the discussion if you have any doubts. Okay. Now, what resources are available to you so that you can take part in the design competency examination? First, there are online resources. There is a very good course on aircraft design by Professor A.K. Ghosh, ex-IIT Kanpur, now working in Tata Advanced Systems Limited. There is also a dedicated course, actually two courses by Dr. Subramaniam Sadarla of IIT Kanpur on UAVs, which are running in this current semester from January onwards. And there is a course on aircraft design, which I have also recorded on NPTEL. Although it talks more about civil aircraft, but there are some concepts of military aircraft. Of course, I do not touch about UAVs specifically, but design thinking approaches, the methods are all very similar. So these three online sources are available to you. I would strongly encourage you to register for these courses on NPTEL so that you can do it systematically, and they will be over by April. So by that time, you would also be required to submit your first stage 1 report. All right. Now, we are strongly supporting the use of open source software. So I would recommend you to use Python for sizing and performance calculations, OpenVSP and VSP Aero for CAD modeling and aerodynamic analysis. These are open source softwares. You will not need any CFD calculations. By the way, there are many students who have this notion that you cannot do conceptual design without using CFD. That is not true. You do not need any CFD because CFD is useful when the whole geometry is finalized and you are still in the conceptual design stage. Your geometry gets finalized at the end of the design. Okay, so CFD would actually consist maybe beyond the scope. But if you want to do CFD, you can use software like OpenFOAM, etc. But you might like to use softwares for aerodynamic analysis of aerofoils, right? For report writing, we strongly recommend you to work on LaTeX. And we strictly insist about the usage of licensed versions of software only. If in your report it is clear to the reviewers that the software used is pirated, then you will be disqualified. Okay, so be very careful. Do not use unlicensed versions or hack versions of software. Right? A glimpse of the kinds of certificates that we give. On the top, we have the certificate of merit for the first, second, and third. This is given to each team member and to the faculty mentor. No, to each team member. Faculty mentor gets a separate certificate of appreciation, which is on the bottom right. Okay, and if you have submitted a good quality final design report, then you get a certificate of participation for each member of the team. Okay, that's all. We don't want to spend too much time. We want to open up for queries. So I'm going to stop the presentation now, and I'm going to open up the floor for any queries or any questions that you may have. So please feel free. You can just raise your hands, and we will, allow you to mention your point. By the way, on the chat window, Pranav has already shared the link. I mean the YouTube link. So it's there on the WhatsApp group, I think. So have a look at that. So now the floor is open. In case anybody would like to discuss anything, we are here.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
So when we were studying about the problem statement, we have a doubt that is air runway allowed or not?
No, the aircraft is runway independent.
All right. Okay.
So no runway is permitted. The main challenge in this problem statement is to make the aircraft completely runway independent.
Okay, sir.
Air runway. Did she say air runway? Yeah. She said, I mean.
What does it mean? What is meant by air runway? Can you clarify?
So it's basically when an UAV is like dropped from another thing, like from a airship or some kind of another source, so that we don't use that VTOL extra weight materials over the UAV, so that reduces the weight.
No. I see. We want this vehicle to be to be completely independent. It has to be dismantleable. It should be taken down. So we cannot assume that there is an airship or any other aircraft which is launching it. It has to be independent.
Okay, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening.
Could you emphasize over the online conceptual design test?
Yes. Basically, we are going to give a set of questions which will try to check your appreciation of basic aircraft conceptual design principles and approaches like requirements capture, initial sizing, constraint analysis, configuration, layout, and primarily we would like to know what are your thoughts in making this aircraft operatable without any runway. So the questions that you can expect in the design competency examination are the ones that are expected to be solved by people who have a basic exposure to aircraft conceptual design, which can be obtained by either going through the textbooks or the NPTEL courses, which I have already mentioned to you. So what we do, I'll tell you what we do normally. What we did, see, this is something new. We started only this year. So we create a question paper and upload it, and then the team gets together and we give them some finite time to solve the paper and then upload the handwritten solutions. And then we evaluate it. That is how we have done in the past.
Team. Thank you, sir.
Okay, leader of team Dhara, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Sir, in the problem statement, it was specified a 50 by 50 meter area, prepared area. Can you elaborate what the prepared area is specifically?
Okay. So I would like my colleague Tanvi to answer this question.
Hi, Team Dhara. To answer your question, a prepared area is a small area which has been cleared of any kind of vegetation or large stones and boulders. This prepared area is not necessarily a concrete area. It's a small, you can imagine it like a small open medan. And that space of 50 meters by 50 meters is designated for only launch and recovery of the aircraft. It is not used for anything else. Does that answer your query?
Ma'am, if you do not mind, can I ask a follow-up on that specific result? Ma'am, can I ask for a follow-up on that question? Team Dhara, ma'am.
I'll mute myself. Could you please repeat yourself?
Ma'am, I'm asking, can I ask for a rebound on that question? Can I ask a follow-up on that question?
Yes, please.
Yes, so when we say 50 by 50 meter prepared area, can we use diagonal for launching? A diagonal approach for launching our aircraft?
Yes, yes, you can use the diagonal for launching as long as you are clear of the 50-meter boundary by the time you are in the air.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Dwarika, you want to speak something? So, guys, the floor is open. You don't have to hesitate. We are here basically to answer your queries.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Morning. Hi, sir. So basically, I'm from Team Albatross. I have a few questions about the exam. To shoot up the questions, who all need to write the exam, what all we have to study, and those things. That's the main question here.
Okay, so as I mentioned to you, it is a team examination, not individual. So the question paper will be uploaded and each team has to submit their answers to the question. And the content, as I mentioned to you, the syllabus of this particular examination or evaluation is a typical syllabus of a aircraft conceptual design course. So we are expecting you to be proficient with the basic aircraft conceptual design. If you want, we can upload a document containing the syllabus. But see, that's not the idea. We are not asking you to, we are just asking you to be familiar with a basic aircraft conceptual design process. So if you actually undergo and go through these courses which are there online, I have given you a link of 3 courses or mention of 3 courses. If you divide amongst your team members and if you just go through the contents of these courses, you should be good to go.
Thank you very much, sir.
Still,
That's all.
if you wish, we can have another. And also, Albatross team leader, you have to rename yourself the way I have suggested. It should be leader underscore Albatross. Like so many other teams have strictly followed the naming convention. Yeah, leader Panduvevi. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. My question is, are we also expected to formulate our control loop in which the turret is detecting the object of interest and then the formulation of whether that is a friend or a foe and then the launch of our neutralizer? If that's an yes, then what's the extent of it?
Answer is no. See,
Okay, sir.
you have a problem statement. Do not try to do anything beyond that, however interesting, however exciting, and however necessary it may seem to you, because you cannot design everything, right? So just look at the problem statement. If it says aerodynamic estimation, do it. Anything that you do other than what is asked is additional. That will be frivolous. You are wasting your effort and time.
So thank you.
I know there are many interesting things that can be done and that should be done, but not everything is possible to be done by a bunch of students who are attempting to learn conceptual design. So that's why we have deliberately left out many important requirements because you are not a UAV company.
Sir, does
Pranav, can
that
you
also
please?
include the design of our neutralizer launcher mechanism?
See, you are supposed to carry the payload and it has to be released, right? So to that extent, yes, you need to design the attachment, right? What do you feel? Tanvi, what do you feel?
Yes, I think dimensions of the neutralizer have
Are already
been
given.
provided. So space has to be given for this neutralizer mechanism. Now, the actual release mechanism need not be designed. It is not part of this
Not necessary.
aircraft design exercise.
Not necessary.
So you can assume that the payload that comes to you in your hand for integrating on the UAV already contains the requisite mechanisms. You just need to
Understood.
provide for the interface for and the space and the weight capability to
Correct.
carry this mechanism. That's
Your UAV should be able to carry that much load. And the release
Informative.
mechanism is intrinsic to the weight and the dimensions mentioned. Yeah. Okay, now let's look at leader of team Utkarsh.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Meeting the host again. Yes.
Yes, sir. So I want to ask regarding this December 31st acquiring conceptual design skills. So do we have
Yeah.
to submit something to the team, or is it the self-preparation of the team? Can you clarify
No,
on
no,
that,
no.
sir?
Nothing to be submitted. By your
Okay,
performance
sir.
in the design competency examination, we will figure out whether you have actually utilized these 2 months to gear up to the task or you have not done. So nothing to be submitted.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
This particular examination is the competency examination is meant for that purpose only, that okay, this team of 5 students mentored by a faculty, they have been given 2 months time nearly, right, from now till mid-January. What have they done in these 2 months? Have they acquired the skills required to solve this problem? Have they done some reading? Have they done some studies? Do they understand the meaning of terms like initial sizing, constraint analysis, refined sizing? How do you estimate the empty weight fraction? How do you estimate the basic aerodynamic coefficient? At least you should have some appreciation, types of drag that are acting on the body. But all the questions are going to be related to the problem. We will not ask you questions related to supersonic transport aircraft, for example, because that is not relevant. We want you to acquire conceptual design skills relevant to this problem. Yes, Ryan, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. So I wanted to ask about the examination. Will it be proctored or will it be an open book kind of thing for?
It will be open book. We don't want to proctor it. You can use any source you feel like, and if you think that you can use AI tools, good luck to you. Okay. So we are not going to really proctor it. We are going to upload the problem statement at time t equal to 0, and at some other time, maybe after 3 hours, we are going to say, please upload your answers. That's all. No proctoring. You can consult anybody and get it sorted out.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So there is a question from Samsung SM8546E. I refuse to answer unless you rename yourself. I have given very simple instructions on how to rename yourself. Almost all the teams I have done it. So if you cannot follow simple instructions, I am not obliged to answer. Leader of team Sky Sentinel. Sky Sentinel, please go ahead. Some problem. I'm not able to hear you. Okay, let's. Yeah, we're not able to hear you, so you can please type your question. In the meantime, we can go to the next team leader of Dune I. Very good name, Dune I.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir. So, sir, my question is related to the neutralizer. So, first, so I have two, three questions if it's okay. So, regarding the neutralizer and the other payload for the turret, the available information is the only information, or do we have any other reference to consider? Do we have any other reference for them?
No, You do not go beyond the problem statement and search for some realistic information. See,
Okay.
understand one thing. What we have given you is the payload that you want to carry. That's all. Now, don't get into the detailed design of those payload or other things. For you, it should be just, okay, there is a dead weight of so many kgs which has to be carried. So make provisions for that. Don't get inside that to try and design that system.
Okay, sir. Understood. My second question is regarding in the program statement, it mentions that the neutralizer capsule is to be deployed when the UAV spots illegal movement on the ground. So does that mean we have to build a system in which we have a camera or any other mechanism to spot illegal movement? And do we have to track the trajectory of the capsule itself so that it hits
No,
the target?
no. Please don't try to do anything beyond what has been told. If you are told to track the trajectory, please do it. If you are told to examine, please do it. Do whatever you are told to do. Why are you doing more than that? You already have quite a challenging task. So therefore, there is no need for you to really go beyond that. You can do internally if you want, but we don't need that information from you. It won't get you any benefit.
So, sir, we are assuming the tracking and the whatever the trajectory is already done, and we just need to drop it. That's our mechanism, basically.
Exactly. So what we are doing right now, we are actually doing an exercise on what is called as requirements capture. That means we are the problem givers, okay? And you are the design team. And this is exactly what is called as requirements capture, trying to understand what the customer wants. So as a customer representative, I am telling you, none of your business to worry about anything else.
Hmm.
Okay. The leader of team Abhimanyu.
Very good evening, sir.
Yes. Would you be able to put your camera on also, please? Because we would like to know who you are, if possible. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Go
Sir,
ahead.
yeah. Sir, it is mentioned in the problem statement that we need to take patrolling distance as the same exact length as international border. Sir, as it is very uneven, how can we calculate it, sir?
Like the map, authorized map of the country and measure.
Okay, can it be a straight line or we need to?
No, it is no. You have to measure it. You have to measure it now. To what accuracy you go is up to you.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Right. Good. Very good question. Leader of Vyom team.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, maybe in future, if we want to substitute a team member, so are there any provisions of doing that?
There has to be a very genuine reason.
Okay.
And we will only permit if the same person who signed your form of registration, that is the director or the principal or the HOD, the same person has to send a letter and say that this is the new team and this is the reason. Our
Okay.
committee will have a look at it and then we will decide.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
But provisions do exist because we know sometimes it so happens that some team member is for some reason is not available. And if there is a genuine reason, we have absolutely no problem. We don't want to. It has happened in the past. The mentors have also changed. So there is not a problem at all. But it's not up to you. It is up to the person who has nominated you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Leader of team Utkarsh.
Yes, sir. Sir, good evening. Sir, problem statement has been given to us. And sir, some constraints are given like range, height, and speed and weight of your UAV. So, sir, can you briefly mention some parameters on which we will be, like the teams will be judged for that, the performance of the UAV? Like on what basis
Compliance
these
of the
things will?
compliance of the problem statement. There is a function given If you read the problem statement, there is a mention of what is expected, what you will be judged of. Main thing is compliance statement. That means, is your design able to meet all the requirements that have been specified in the problem statement? Okay, you can ask. You can speak out.
Is there any particular report format and portal needs to be included?
Okay, so there is a question regarding report format. So look, we will cross the bridge when we reach there. Before your report submission comes, you will be given a format. You will be given, in fact, you will be given a document containing all the instructions regarding the report. The report is very far away. First, you need to clear the first hurdle, which is the design competency examination. After that comes the report. So yes, there is a prescribed format which we will share with you. Leader of Dune I, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Sir, the question is regarding the dropping of the neutralizer capsules. Do they happen simultaneously, or we can drop them randomly according to our profile?
Okay. Tanvi, would you like to answer this question?
Yes. It's a very good question that you have asked. It shows that you have put some thought into the problem statement, and that's great. So, we would encourage the teams. We would encourage the teams to actually explore this at their end. And you have to come and tell us that this is the most beneficial way to drop the neutralizer. I mean, this is the most, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So the teams have to come up with and say that, from the aircraft design point of view, if I drop the neutralizer capsules all together, or if I drop them all at the start of the mission or all at the end of the mission, you can explore the design space. It's open to you. And then you can come up with a best design based on.
Yeah. Let me add one small point here. See, basically understand the purpose. The purpose is that this aircraft is going to patrol from a starting point to an ending point. And during its entire journey, at any point of time, the aircraft may detect an intruder. Now, it might happen that all four of them or all of them are launched at very short interval. It may happen that you fly along the entire border and you don't drop anything because you didn't find anybody. So basic requirement is for you to be able to carry the thing. Okay. So understand, suppose we design a bomber aircraft. Okay, we don't say, are we designing it when the bombs are released? No, because during practice, we don't drop the bombs. There could be a mission when you fly and don't drop the bombs and come back, but you have the ability. Okay. So, in a way, I would say this question is just trying to ponder about what can happen. From the design requirement, you have to think, how will it affect our design? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You
That
get the
answers my
point?
question. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Correct. Okay, some other team had raised their hands, and I also noticed that one of our volunteers, Ajit, has joined the meeting. He has put the beautiful flag of the country behind him. So welcome, welcome, Ajit. Also, I would like to welcome Mr. Jason Williams. He was not able to attend the uh, final round in person, but he's very enthusiastic about aerospace engineering and aircraft. So I'm very happy that he was able to join the meeting today. So welcome, Jason. Leader of Gravitas, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. So while designing the plane, would it be beneficial if we look into stealth technologies as well? So we can implement that part here. So will it be a good thing if we implement that, or will that not be necessary?
First thing is, it's not a plane. Okay, so don't use the word plane for this. It's a UAV.
Sorry,
Right?
sir.
The word plane is normally used for aircraft which have people or passengers or cargo. Second thing is, again, why are you going beyond what you have been asked? Is there any mention in the problem statement about stealth considerations?
No, sir.
Has the customer asked you about stealth features?
No, sir.
Then please don't do it. You do it, we have no problem. If because of that there is a, uh, if there is a, if the aircraft is heavier, you will be compromised compared to other teams. So there's no need for you. Okay. Leader of team Wind Rider. Detection part, that is how to verify the unusual human activities. Do we need to design it or it's a part of already planning thing? It's none of your business. To put it in very mild words. Why are you bothered about things beyond what has been told to you? Have we asked you to design a system to scan? No. We have not told you to design, identify. The aircraft will be able, the aircraft should be able to identify. That is a part of the payload. That is not something that you do. The payload on the aircraft will do it. You have been given the dimensions, you have been given the weight and the size. Yeah, that's it. Don't get inside. See, this is the problem. You are supposed to do aircraft conceptual design, not payload design, armament design. The first and the foremost rule of aircraft design is do only what you are told to do, because anything else you do may compromise what you are told to do. If you can give me a solution which doesn't compromise and has additional features, okay. But at the cost of additional weight or more complexity, if you come up with a design, we will say this is not needed. Okay, there is a question from, okay. What specific assessment parameters or evaluation criteria will be applied to our reports during the competition? First of all, those criteria are going to be revealed to you. Okay. At the moment, I would suggest let us not think anything beyond the design competency examination. Okay. The criteria for the report are going to be specified. So at this stage, you should be more focused about acquiring basic conceptual design competency and clearing the stage one. Once you clear stage one, we'll have a webinar like this. We are going to have a webinar every month minimum, and there can be more webinars. So that is the time to discuss those special details. No? Right now, this webinar should be focused on queries regarding the competition, regarding the rules, regarding the regulations, and the next big hurdle for you, which is the design competency examination. I think we should focus on that right now. And if you have some suggestions about the schedule or anything else that has been presented to you.
Hello, sir. This is Mentor from Team Avions.
Yes.
Swati here. So I want to understand that what are the current challenges with respect to this aircraft design, so that team can focus on resolving those specific challenges.
So look, we have given you a problem statement and you are supposed to do a conceptual design of an UAV that meets those requirements. So all the challenges are already mentioned in the problem statement. Okay. There's nothing beyond the problem statement that you need to worry.
Oh, okay. Got it. But apart from that, is any business out of that, maybe the cost saving or something like, because this problem statement is quite technical. So
Yeah. So we would like to restrict to technical matters. We don't want to bring in any commercial matters here.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Himanshu from PSEC Patiala, please go ahead. Dr. Himanshu, we are not able to hear you. Leader of the team Riot wants to know, can we elaborate the selection of the propulsion for stage 1? That is completely up to you. You have to choose the propulsion system that you think is most appropriate to meet the problem statement. That is to make the aircraft runway independent. Dr.
Sorry,
Himanshu, would you like to? Yeah,
sorry,
please go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
so cost means I wanted to say that. So if you are selecting one team out of 5 teams, what would be the success criteria? Is it some documentation around that? Like what
We are
would be
not
the
select.
success?
No, wait a minute. First of all, you got it wrong. We are not going to select one team out of 5 teams. We are going to shortlist 5 teams, and then there will be first, second, third. Okay. Now the selection, the identification of first, second, third is based on 2 things. The technical report, the final report that you submit, stage 2 report, that is going to be evaluated by a panel of examiners, and then we are going to be invited to make a presentation to a panel of judges, to jury members. They will come up with their verdict. So it's a combined evaluation of the final report and the presentation that you make.
So there is no rubrics as such, like typically some rubrics.
Yeah, but
okay.
Why do you want to know the rubric right now? Are you already in the final round?
Okay, so team will just focus on what is more important. That's
Right now, please forget everything and only look at 2 things: appreciation of the problem statement and preparation for the design competency examination. After that, we can discuss all other things.
Okay.
Leader of Spring Spectra X, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. So actually, as per the constraints given, we are not allowed to use catapults and other external launchers. So can we use tethering for just taking off, and then after that we will detach the tethering?
Well, I don't know. You are allowed. If see, what you are not allowed is mentioned. Okay? What you are not allowed is mentioned. As long as you come up with a unique way to make your aircraft runway independent, okay, without depending on some other aircraft, like hanging below some other aircraft, or without depending on some other, like somebody mentioned, can it be launched by an airship? It's fine. And this is something that you need to discuss with your team and mull over the next few weeks. That is the prime challenge in the problem: how to make it runway independent. All you have is a 50 meter by 50 meter clearing, which will be sandy. It will be in the middle of the desert. And whether day or night, anytime you'll have to be able to operate.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello. I'm sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes, Dr. Manchu, loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Professor Pant. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not know about this competition. I was shared this link by the higher authorities of the institution. So are
Correct.
the
Yesterday
registrations
only I
still
spoke
open?
to. Yeah. So what is your point, sir?
Are the registrations still open?
We will allow registrations as a special case if, see, because I know I had spoken yesterday to your
Dr. Anjali.
your faculty. Yeah. So I have mentioned that as a special case we will permit the registration.
Okay,
That is
sure.
why I told her that at least let a faculty member attend today's webinar so that you know what is it about.
Yeah, that's great. Yes. So
Yeah, we
I'll
will
talk with
permit.
students tomorrow and
Sure.
register
But
accordingly.
don't take too much time because see, they have to come up with the design competency examination very soon.
Yeah, I
Okay,
understand, sir.
but we
I
will
went through the whole meeting.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I'll make it as quick as possible.
And this will also be, see, we are recording it live on YouTube. I don't know, recording had stopped in between.
I did say recording stopped.
No, sir, it's still live on YouTube. No worries there.
On the see, after the meeting is over, this whole meeting will be available on YouTube. Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
Okay. Leader of Vyom Kriti.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
I have
Good
two
evening.
questions regarding the examination. Firstly, what will the duration of the exam be? Like, how long are you going to give us once you give us the question?
This year we had given about 3 hours, I think, or is it 3.5? Pranav, can you please clarify?
So, Team Vyomkriti, last time we had given 2.5 hours for solving the test, and we had given 30 minutes as the
To
buffer
write
for
down.
you to upload and for any technical glitches that may arise. All right. So, net this year also we are going to say follow the similar pattern. It will be 3.5 hours. The detailed communication will be given to you, and a mock paper will also be provided to you, because I'm sure a lot of you would be curious as to what kind of questions are we going to ask. It is not going to be an exact blueprint, but you will get a feel or the flavor of what we are looking at. All right.
Okay, sir. And my second question was, uh, after the examination, like the people going to the next stage, is it going to be like a fixed number of teams, or that's a minimum pass mark? How are you going to choose?
No.
No. Let me clarify this point. Okay. If we feel that you have acquired enough competency, we will let you go. We don't fail too many people, honestly. We don't fail too many people. But if we realize that despite 2 months of time, you are not even able to appreciate the basic issues of aircraft design, then we will say, I'm sorry, uh, we don't want you to go ahead. So we don't have a number that, okay, we will only pass so many percentage or so many people. Maybe if all of you do it seriously, all of you will go through that competition, that particular examination.
Also,
Okay.
just a friendly suggestion, guys. Whatever questions we are going to give you, you can't take the help of Chat GPT. I mean, you won't be able to, because the questions will be such कि Chat GPT काम ही नहीं करेगा. Okay, just putting it out there that please don't resort to AI. If you do, then great. It will give you wrong answers. I'm just telling that to you upfront.
Okay, Pranav, you are challenging a very, very successful tool. It's okay. Akriti, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead. You take that. Next. Yes, Akriti. You are on mute, Akriti. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes. So, like before, everyone leaves, we would like to have a picture. So, for all those people who do not know, my name is Akriti. I am currently a volunteer in NACDeC, and I'm also handling the social media. So, to everyone, welcome to NACDeC family. Hope you have a wonderful designing journey, and I'm really sure you'll learn a lot. And I would request everyone to please turn on your camera, so that we can see your beautiful pictures, and we'll definitely be putting up on social media, and you can put it up further.
Akriti, you forgot to mention that you are a NACDeC participant and winner also.
Yes. Yeah, so
That's
I'm
very
the
important. That's very
I'm the
important.
winner of NACDeC-IX,
Yeah.
representing Team Sapira from IIT Bombay. So
Yes. Okay, great. So it will be nice if all of you can put your cameras on. We are still taking any questions or queries. Don't worry about that. It is just that our social media team wants to get lovely pictures of today's meeting.
yeah,
So
so Tanvi
there
and
is,
Ajit are coordinating for the pictures. So I hope everyone is ready.
yeah, just 1 minute. There is a question from a team which I would like to quickly. So weight of the turret and the neutralizer include all mounting hardpoints, wiring and support structure. Yes, it is all part of it. What will be the way of attaching the payload? Will there be any mountings that are required to be designed? No. You don't have to do that. Okay.
So everyone is
I would
ready.
request you to please switch off your video for this photo.
So Tanvi, is everything ready?
Yes, everything is ready. There are 87 participants, so this is going to take 2 or 3 pictures.
Yeah.
People,
That will
guys
work.
should smile. Why are you looking so tense? This is just a webinar. Everybody is looking so serious. And some people have not put their cameras on, including Pranav. Yes, leader of Dune I. Put your camera on, please. VD. We don't know who is VD. Cameras on, please.
Tanvi, you can give a count, 3 to 1, so that will help everyone to know that you are now clicking.
Okay, I'm going to take 4 pictures. Akriti, I would request you to just close your camera for this one. There is a technical issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
So
taken
what should
like
we
Okay.
few of the
3, 2.
images. Okay.
Okay. Ready, everyone?
Yes, we are ever ready.
3, 2, 1. Just stay with me. One more, please.
Prachi?
3, 2, 1.
Prachi has the best smile in all the pictures.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
there are
much,
a couple
everyone.
of questions. There are a couple of questions which I'd like to quickly take. In the chat window, there are 2 questions. Do we get the answer keys after the submission of the first design competition examination? Leader of NACDeC. First of all, there is nothing like first and second. There's only one examination. And secondly, the answer keys are not going to be shared because there is no fixed answer in aircraft design. Aircraft design is a subject where there can be multiple correct answers. So there is nothing like an answer key. We are just going to check whether you have addressed the problem given to you and you as a team have sufficient competency to address conceptual design problems. That's all we want to investigate. So don't worry. Then mentor of Desert Eagle, if we are going to use a tilt rotor mechanism for VTOL capability, do we need to focus on the blade sizing and aerodynamics of the? Yes, definitely. If you are going to design a tilt rotor, if you're going to use a tilt rotor, then you have to design everything. Yes, we would like you to.
So one more question.
There is another part to this question, sir, which I would like to address. The second part of the question is, will we be asked to design the tilting mechanism also? So the answer to this is that no, you are not required to design the mechanism, but you need to have a very good estimate of the weight of the mechanism that you add to this. And this applies to any other way that you are seeking for runway independence. If there's any appendage that you're adding, you need to make sure that you are including the weight of that mechanism or whatever it is for runway independence. And there was one more question from leader team Asra, who has asked what will be the way of attaching the payload and will there be any mountings that are required to be designed in the UAV body? If yes, then what will be the mounting method of the payload? The answer is it is included already within what has been provided to you. There is a UAV launcher of 6 kilograms that's provided that includes everything. And all you need to take care of is the space and the weight for this. This is a belly mounted payload, like it's mentioned. So make sure that you leave space for this in the back.
All right, I have a question. We would like to know from you what kind of a webinar would you like to have next? And if there is any specific window that you want to avoid, you can inform us not necessarily now, but also through the WhatsApp group. We'd like to conduct the second webinar very soon. The other thing is a message for all the team mentors. So there has been a request from many mentors that uh, they do not have the expertise to guide the students in conceptual design. So what we have done is we have actually planned a training program, a faculty development program on US conceptual design and sizing of unmanned aerial systems. This is going to be conducted under the umbrella of education outreach or continuous education program of IIT Bombay. Since many mentors mentioned that an FDP has to be minimum 5 days to be recognized, we have planned to do it for 5 days from 29th of December to 2nd January in IIT Bombay premises. This particular FDP is open only for mentors and other faculty members, maybe research scholars, postdoctoral researchers, but we are not opening it to students. This is not for students. This is only for faculty and people from the industry and people who are interested in exploring research and further work in this area. Okay, so PhD students, postdoctoral researchers, faculty members, industry personnel can register. 29th of 29th of December to 2nd January in IIT Bombay premises. To make your financial commitments a little bit less, we have booked rooms in the student hostels. So that will make it a little bit less expensive. I am going to share the link of this particular FDP in the chat window. Okay. Okay. So here it is, intensive program. In this particular program, we are going to actually take you through a typical design cycle so that when you go back, you could impart the same knowledge to your mentees. And also, since most of you are faculty members, we will share with you the PowerPoint presentation slides. You can use it to create a course on your own institution. Okay, so that is something new we have done this year with the support of the design division of the Aeronautical Society of India. So we would love to hear from you. If you have any constraints, let us know. We will do whatever best we can. We have a drone research center in IIT Bombay. I've spoken to the professor in charge. He has agreed to give a visit to the drone center and also a hands-on exposure to one of their drone simulators. We have around 15 drone simulators available. So the participants of the FDP will also be given an exposure to the drone simulator and a visit to the drone center. We are going to attempt to cover almost all the aspects of design of unmanned aerial systems. And this knowledge definitely will be very useful in imparting guidance and support and mentorship to the teams. Okay, so if there are no more questions, then maybe we can call it a day, but I'm still open for some more time to take your queries.
Hi, Professor Pant. This is a mentor
Yes.
of Team Darth Vader.
Yes,
I was
please.
looking for any info on the aspect of safety of the drone in the design envelope. Any comments on that, sir?
See, as you know, sir, safety is the paramount consideration in aircraft design. So instead of saying that the drone should be safe or this is the safety parameter, we have left it to the teams to decide what features they will provide to ensure safety. So safety is something that we really cannot quantify. Okay, we cannot say this is the safety level. So that's why we have not mentioned anything specific about safety. But it is inherent. The teams have to convince the jury members that the design that they are proposing is a safe design and it will be able to meet the mission requirements in a safe and a reliable manner. Of course, we don't expect any reliability analysis to be done in detail because remember, this is a student aircraft conceptual design competition. So to the extent you can bring in safety aspects and elaborate, great.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, then you can slowly start leaving the meeting because then we will know. Otherwise, you can please stay back. If you have questions, you can stay back. So there is a request from CU Jammu. Sir, could it be organized for students as well, just for one student per team, just for the overview and outline of concept design? Okay, look, we were not aiming to train the students in a course. We were hoping that you will get trained over the year by taking part in the competition. So that's why the FDP was essentially meant for only the faculty mentors. Okay, so right now we don't have any plan to conduct any course for students. Right now we are focusing on the faculty mentors or the faculty members of an institution. We are not saying that this course is only open to the faculty mentors. No, it is open to also other faculty members. As I said, we are asking PhD students, postdoc, industry people to also participate. But we are not aiming at students at the moment. Later on, who knows? If there is a requirement and if there is a need, we can think about it. There is something called as a NPTEL Plus, which is a scheme to do short courses. We might think of doing that. But look, you are taking part in the competition and you have nearly 10 months to learn these things. So it will be great if you can utilize the information that is available through the online courses and then through the webinars and interactions with us, you will actually be able to acquire a lot of skills. But I'm not saying that we will never do anything for students. If there is enough interest, we might consider.
Sir, I have a question from T-Avionics. If the slides are shareable, whatever resources will be created out of this conceptual design of unmanned aerial system, are those resources shareable if we are unable to join the program?
No, the course content is only provided to the people who participate. Now, if they distribute to you, we cannot stop that. But we are not going to put out our slides in the open. We are only going to make it available to the people who are participants as course material.
Okay.
Any other question? Okay. Could you please specify the sources that we need to go through the exam again? There are 3 courses on NPTEL, which I have discussed. And once this recording is over, you will see this on YouTube available as a permanent record. You can go again and see. Just search for the courses on design on NPTEL. You will find 3 of them there. In fact, 2 by Dr. Subramaniam Sadarla on UAVs. There is one new one which has been launched this year by Professor Abhishek from IIT Kanpur. Of course, it's on aeromechanics of UAVs. It's a new course. So these are the courses available to you. Plus, there are so many books. Okay, then there is Team Nirman. what kind of webinar would you like to conduct? Am I genuinely to conduct webinar on doubts which we develop during the learning period or doubts? Exactly. Exactly. So if we can have a session where we can clear your doubts. But your doubt can also be cleared using the WhatsApp group or using the email. If you have a doubt or a question, send us a mail, ask on the WhatsApp group. If you do on the WhatsApp group, then everybody gets to know. Everybody gets to know the answer. If you want it to be only via email, we have a dedicated email. Please use it. Send email. And if we find lots of people have similar doubts, we will conduct a webinar to solve that. Okay. Anything else, or else we can stop the meeting? It's almost going to be 7 o'clock. This was supposed to be a 1 hour session, but we have gone to 1.5. Still, if there are genuine questions, we are here for some more time, but we cannot continue endlessly. So please, if you have questions, you are welcome. Some books to refer. Okay, there are. I mean, if you look at the NPTEL course, you will find a list of books mentioned there. So I would suggest you do some homework. Go to the NPTEL website and look for courses on aircraft design, UAV design. Each course has a list of books. You will find in my course also there are 4 or 5 books mentioned. There are dedicated books available for unmanned aerial systems also. All right. So I think we can then stop this meeting unless there are any pressing questions. Thanks a lot for being so patient and being with us for the last 90 minutes. Okay. If you don't have any questions, my suggestion to you will be is to leave the meeting.
Sir, I have a question. This is just a
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir, is there is any possible to connect with the previous participant of the NACDeC?
Yeah. So does your college have any prior history of participating with NACDeC?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Or so that means there are seniors whom you should contact.
Okay,
So
but
what do you
they have
want us
only
to do?
participate. But they have only participate in a stage 1 level. But they had
Okay.
different portfolios, sir. That's why I'm asking. Because this time only we have an exam.
No, we had exam last time also.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine, sir.
Yeah, we had the examination last time also. And as I said, we are going to conduct one more webinar definitely before the exam to clarify more questions that you may have regarding the exam. As Pranav mentioned, there is going to be a mock paper shared with you. So you will be, first you do some homework and then we will be there to help you.
Okay, sir. So we have a technical questions too. So that's why I'm asking, sir.
So go ahead.
Sir, is there is a needed to focus on the defensive system?
Defensive system. There is no
Yes.
need to focus on anything which is not mentioned in the problem statement.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
This is one answer to all questions regarding shall we do this, shall we do that? No. Do what you are told and don't do anything more than what you are not asked to do.
Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm ending the meeting now unless anybody has any pressing questions. Okay, so wish you all a very
by
good
when,
evening.
sorry to interrupt, by when this mock paper will be shared, sir?
Which paper? Sorry.
This mock paper.
Mock paper. Okay. Give us at least 10 days time because
Okay, sir.
teams are still registering. By the end of this month, you should have a mock paper.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye.